Hi, it's Mrs. Osborne. I know that our time may be limited on parent conference night, so I just wanted to go over a few things with families ahead of time so that you know some of the different things we are working on in our classroom and ways that you can help support at home as well. When you arrive at conferences, you will receive a folder filled with a variety of different things. Inside the folder, you will receive a handout regarding different newsletters with different reading strategies that you can read about. You will also receive a flyer on what is fluency. And fluency is basically how quickly and accurately you can read words, but also with expression. And the flyer will teach you different ways to support your child at home with building their oral reading fluency by doing things like listening to books on CD or on their iPod. Also choral reading with an adult where everyone is reading in unison and following and reading along with an adult reader. And different things like also practicing flashcards with sight words. And there's some other strategies on there as well, like partner reading and things. The next handout you'll receive is a list of the high frequency words, which are most commonly used in the English language. And this is a list of words all the way up through 8th grade. This will support your reader and writer. Also, there is another handout with a few more reading strategies that you'll see, and you can read through that at your leisure. Different questioning techniques. This is a packet that I put together which contains a variety of different reading strategies because now your child has learned to read for the most part, and now that they're a 3rd grader, they have to read to learn. So they have to actually understand what they're reading. So in this handout, there's a variety of different strategies, predicting as they read, visualizing, creating a picture in their mind, almost like a movie of the story. So by the time they're done reading, hopefully they can understand and comprehend what they've read. In the back, you'll see that there are questions that you can guide when reading with your child before they read, during reading, and then after reading. So that is also in your packet. There's also a template for a vocabulary game. It's called Bump. We actually play it during math every day to build math fact fluency. But basically, the kids can teach you how to play. But you can see that there's a definition to a vocabulary word on the paper, and each kid gets 7 cubes, Unifix cubes, stacked, and they take turns rolling a die. When they roll the die, whatever number they land on, they have to read the definition and then tell the vocabulary word that goes along with the definition. And these are our weekly words that go along with our reading assessment that you'll find on the bottom of the newsletter. If the child knows the word and answers correctly, they can put their Unifix cube on that numbered oval. The next child, or if you're playing with your child, you roll the die and you read the definition. If you just say you land on the same number, what happens is if you get it correct, you can bump their cube off and put yours there. Now, if somebody has already landed on a certain definition and there's already a cube there, and then they land on that same spot again, they can continue to stack their cubes, their Unifix cubes, on that spot. The person who gets rid of their cubes, their 7 cubes first, is the winner of the game. And you can change this around and you could put the word and have them have to tell you the definition. Like I said, we also play it with multiplication facts, where the multiplication fact, 3 times 5 is on the oval, and then the child, when they land on it, has to answer it. And if they get it correct, they get to put their cube. So that is the process, but your children have already learned it and we play it daily. So this is just a template. So if you wanted to make some games at home, you have it. The next handout you'll receive is all about the English Language Arts New York State assessment that will be coming up in the spring. There are some sample questions to show you what is expected during the test. I've also included the website where you can print sample tests off or view them. It also explains the process for the written response, the constructed response questions, the 2-point and the 4-point, and how the state expects students to answer those. We practice weekly in our classroom and we write daily. So your children are preparing for this, but for additional support and for you to be able to see what the expectation is, I've included this handout. I've also included the same thing for math. So you can take a peek at what the expectation is for the math state assessment, okay? Also, multiplication facts are extremely important in 3rd grade. And you can see I've included a flyer all about the expectation for math, facts, and multiplication. Your child in 3rd grade should be able to answer 30 multiplication facts in 1 minute. Okay, and that's single digit. I've also included a multiplication chart, which is a nice tool for children to practice. There's an answer key, and on the other side is a blank template for them to practice filling it in, and it can be copied as well. Another item in the folder is different learning websites for your child. And there's a variety of different subject areas, and these can be used at home, and we've also visited many of them in school to support what we're learning in the curriculum. Okay, so that flyer is in there. And also I have put together another flyer with some more helpful websites on it in the different content areas. Okay, so this is just a little bit of information. You'll all take home this folder the night of parent conferences. That way we can focus on talking about your concerns. We can brag a little bit about your child and how awesome they're doing. And you can take this home and we won't spend most of the time talking about it. And then if you have any questions after you've read through everything, you can definitely contact us. Okay, thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you at conferences. Have a great night.